Okay, so today's video is going to be about my favorite pocket knife models, which are the Link. Here's the original in 420 HC, and here is the Blade HQ exclusive M390 version. Okay, so the first one I'm going to talk about is the very first Link that I got. I'm going to put this down. So yeah, this was my favorite model. I got it for 30 bucks at a Gander Mountain when they were still around. They're pretty much extinct now. Probably still endangered. I don't know. I don't have one around me. So yeah. First off, my most favorite part about the Link series is right here. It's the American flag. Finally, a Kershaw that's made in America that's not ridiculously expensive like the Tilt was. God, those things are ridiculously expensive, especially on the secondary market. So this one was, I say was because I ground it a pretty good amount. It was the Tonto version. Tonto, Tanto, it doesn't really matter. We all know what that is. You can see that there was a straight line going to here, and then it was a straight line, well, straight-ish this way. I basically just rounded it off with a stone, and I just kept going. Because it really wasn't much of a Tonto. It's still a little stiff. Compared to the other version, which was just all belly, which is really nice for slicing. I'm not saying this one wasn't a bad slicer, but the other one just, it seemed like it would slice a lot better. So I've had this knife for ever since they came out. I was thinking about getting the FRN version, but it was so stupid. At Gander Mountain, it was $50 for the FRN and $30 for this one. Why? I have no damn clue. Am I happy about that? Yes, because I could get this one for about the same price as the other one. Do I want the FRN one? Of course I do. I want to collect all of them. The House of Blades S35VN version, I absolutely want. It's red and blue colored. So I believe the backspacer was aluminum. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but it was either a red or blue, and the scales were red or blue. With the S35VN blade, I believe, only in this version of the blade. But, yeah, I carried this ever since it came out, literally for a year straight. I was so happy with it. The ergonomics are pretty much perfect for my hands. My gloves, you can see they are extra large mechanics work gloves, and when I put it on, it just absolutely fits perfect with the webbing. Just absolutely fits perfectly. I tried the large, didn't really fit me too much. It would have worked, but it was absolutely not as comfortable. But I wear extra large gloves. My hands necessarily aren't the largest. I can get a full 4-finger grip, especially if I choke my fingers together and put my thumb on the top of the blade like that. Left-handed, it's just great as well. Reverse grip, absolutely comfortable. For some reason, I get more of a purchase this way. I don't exactly understand how, but I do. Hammer grip, it's comfortable, but right here where it dips, you do absolutely feel it when you're gripping and bearing down on it. But in my everyday tasks, when I'm not cutting a tire, I just put in my hand like this, and it does everything that I need it to. So, when I lost this knife, it was in a couch. I didn't think to look at the couch. I didn't even care. I lost my favorite knife. So, long story short, I got a thermite, and then I found this knife again in the couch. And I was so happy. I was so ecstatic that I carried it for another 3 months straight. And then, after the 3 months that I carried this, I started getting other knives. Because, hey, if this was so damn good, why not get some more? So, I just went around and bought a whole bunch of knives. Then, the first run of the Blade HQ M390 version, I have no idea if you can read that. Oh, that's just awful. I am sorry. But then came along this Blade HQ exclusive, and I immediately fell in love with it because M390 is literally just one of the best steels you can ever have. It sharpens up so fast. It takes such a ridiculous screaming edge. This has a lot of use on it. I will consult the ancient archives that are, well, that is phone book paper. I am going to start with my link, and this has a pretty decent edge on it. I've used it and I've sharpened it at least a reprofile 6 times on freehand stones and my landscape. And this is after a month's use. It doesn't even look like I put any use on it. So, whatever heat treat Kershaw is using on their 420, man, is it damn good. You can get to such a fine edge on this thing. Fun fact, this is my first M390 knife that I ever had. And let me tell you, I am very happy with it. Oh yeah. I mean, this blade stock thickness is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, come on. The handle is just about average thickness. Same on both. Put that off to the side. So yeah, this is also one of my favorite clips that Kershaw ever came out with. I am not necessarily the biggest fan of deep carry, but on a larger knife like this thermite, put it right next to them. You can see it's a bit larger. It is really nice being a tip up and a deep carry knife, because you're getting literally this much of a blade out. But honestly, I don't care. I wear basketball shorts all the time, and I don't really care as much, because I love to just grab this out and then go, because it really doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter if anyone knows that I have a knife, because they all know that I am not stupid with it. I play with them. I am a knife fanatic. Like, I'm not one of those that goes on to blogs, because I am not necessarily the best with blogs before. I have been known to yell and scream at people even when I was wrong. Yeah, I was not the smartest person, so I tend to stay away from blogs. So obviously, this one is my favorite overall. I carry this almost daily. If I'm carrying another knife, say this Ozark Trail that I just put up on my Instagram after sharpening it, yeah, it's still just as sharp. I have cut cardboard with it since then. I don't know what this deal is, nor do I care. It was less than $4. Well, this is basically 45 bucks. And this is 80 bucks. It was absolutely worth it to go up and get a knife that I absolutely love. Excuse me. I love in every single way, besides if you're bearing down on it, you still have the same problem right here. Now, well, hold on. It's a little bit easier to show on this, because it's not black on black. You can probably see I don't have a screw there, or the other part of the Chicago screw. Well, it just has the two. It works just fine with that, but Kershaw had a really bad problem with them free spinning. And oh my god, was it awful. I had to use pliers. I had to use heat. Yeah, it wasn't even in the shot. I had to use heat to literally even make it budge. I tried red Loctite and super glue to hold in the Chicago screw on this side. No luck. It just was awful. So I decided to take it out, and the knife worked just fine. But here comes along this link. I have no idea if the House of Blades version has this or not. I don't know why I opened that. That was stupid. But I don't know if you can truly see. I don't have a flashlight on hand. Hold on, let me grab one. Alright, I'm standing up for this one. Oh yeah. There are screw heads in this other side. So Kershaw listened to us, and thank God, because these were also free spinning. So you just put one Torx bit on this side, and then you break it loose from this side, and you're good to go. Still, I wish that they didn't have them as spring assisted, but for this one I don't mind because it's less than $50. Before they came out with the Atmos and the Method and the little Hitler D10 of the Fraction, shout out to Birdshot IV for coming up with that. I absolutely love that. It's hilarious. But yeah, for $80, that's getting pretty steep. There are a whole bunch of other brands that are coming up with incredible actions. I can think of let me see, Steel Will, Rake Knives, Best Tech, and now Artisan has their budget line, CJRB. Amazing looking knives. I have yet to get one, but getting slightly off topic. This is getting to be a bit expensive for spring assisted knives. Does it work? Absolutely yes. Does it fire out 100% of the time? Absolutely. But I had to get up to go get this. My CRKT Fossil, which is, I think, between 50 and $70. I got this for $30. I mean, come on. Come on, Kershaw. You can do a little bit better than that. Now they have the bare knuckles. They had the Natrix, which to me was basically just a link. When they first came out, I didn't think about the zero tolerance 0770 at all. I didn't think about that because I wasn't really into the high-end knives yet. But again, getting off topic. These are my favorite knives because they are literally the most comfortable. They aren't really scary. A lot of times I just go like this when I'm by my family or friends that don't really like knives that much. But when I'm with my hunting friends, I just go all the time. And they don't care because they play with their knives not nearly as much as I do. But it's a lot of fun to get new knives, but there's just something about getting the same model that's higher quality that I just love. Like, I didn't even need to get aftermarket scales because I thought the Link was absolutely perfect in their aluminum scales. This is absolutely smooth and pocket worn. This is wearing, but it still has more texture. But I hope this was interesting. I hope it didn't bore you too much. I know I ramble a lot and I talk a lot about things that I am passionate about. Knives are one of those things. I absolutely love to do things with my hands. Do not take that in the wrong sense. Please do not do that. But I love to fidget so much. I used to build things, take apart circuit boards, put them back together. Well, maybe not circuit boards, but circuits themselves. Because I wanted to learn how things worked. And honestly, knives are so much fun. There are so many different kinds, different locks. I mean, completely different than, say, a frame lock where you push it over on the frame of the knife. You can see the cutout a little bit better on this, probably. Maybe not in this lighting right there. Oh, there we go. There we go. Where you push the little leaf over. And it's inside of the scales. So that you don't accidentally hold on to this. This is a assisted knife, but if you hold on to this side a bit and then you try and open it, it will be a lot harder to open. I love figuring things out like that, taking them apart, putting them back together again. Just, my hobbies are few, but I'm just starting out. Probably, I want to say, since I was 17. I've been a fan of knives. Didn't have many, but I mean, come on. There's so many budget knives, so many high-end knives that it's just going to be a lot more fun getting into the game now than it was a long time ago, because, you know, M390 did not really exist 5 years ago in pocket knives, where S30V was a super high-end steel, and now you see them as a little bit less than I don't know where I was going with that. It's not as high quality as, say, M390 is now, or even S35VN wasn't as well versed in. So, I got off topic at least 3 times, maybe more. Let's take all these out of the way. And then just put the main star of the show, the link. If you haven't ever held a link, that's okay. It doesn't really matter. If you don't like them, because I really do, give me your links and I will be a happy man. I'm just kidding, but I really do love the link. It's absolutely perfect for me. And I hope I didn't really scare you off too much in this video. Because as I said, I do ramble a lot. And this video is almost 27 minutes in, so I should better stop. So yeah, if you want to see more videos, more knives, check out my Instagram. I post almost every day my daily carry. A lot of times I stab them into trees, but that's because I like the way that wood and my knives look. If I had a wood-handled knife, it would be over. I would be so happy. But again, I don't need super high-end knives to be happy. I am just happy with what I have right now. But if you want me to talk about whatever, if you want me to show you guys my collection, please let me know in the comments below. Please follow my Instagram if you'd like. I do post cat pictures. I know some of you like cats a lot. Some of you like dogs. I don't have dogs, but sometimes my cats act like dogs, and it's pretty funny. If you like my content, please subscribe. Please like the video if you liked it. If you didn't like it, go ahead and hit a dislike. It shows me what you guys really like and what you don't like, and I can base my future videos off of all that information that you give me. I will put polls or questions up on my Instagram story or my posts, and if you want to talk to me more, if you want, just give me a DM on Instagram and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Please tell me if you were from YouTube or from Instagram before. Please tell me if you like my videos. If you want me to do something different, then please tell me. I am just starting out. I love feedback. I've gotten a lot of great ideas from people in the Instagram and YouTube community. So please don't be a stranger and let me know how I'm doing, how bad I am, how good I am, if I'm interesting, if I'm boring. If you hate the sound of my voice, I'm sorry, but that's just my voice. I just got over the badger flu. So I'm hoping to do a collection video here very soon. I just gotta find all my knives. I used to have about 62 knives, but I've given some away to friends and family. I've lost them, broken them, you name it. Like, I've done a lot with my knives, except prying. Do not pry with your knives. That is a PSA. Do not pry with knives. Alright, I will see you guys in the next video.